Education in Afghanistan. Today, the sound of children reciting their lessons echoes throughout this country. It is the inspiring sound of hope, where hope, even up until early 2002, seemed impossible to imagine. In Afghanistan, nearly 30 years of war had reduced the very foundations of progress to rubble. But the fall of the Taliban in late 2001 provided a chance for peace, a chance to rebuild. For the first time in decades, the people of Afghanistan no longer focused on war. Where to start? UNICEF, as a part of the international response to the emergency, channeled its resources to familiar programs like nutrition, health, and water. But also this time, backed by strong donor commitment, a greater objective: to create education for all and make the school the center for rebuilding the community. This was especially true for the girls and women of Afghanistan, for so many years cast aside and denied their right to learn and teach.
It's crucial to educate girls because it makes such a difference, not only for that girl when she becomes a woman, she'll be healthier, for her children, because we know that the children of a woman who has received just basic education, those children are more likely to be healthy, less likely to die before the age of 5, and she's more likely to be able to make choices about her life, be less a victim and more someone able to control her own life.
In early 2002, UNICEF began carrying out a massive supply and logistics operation in close cooperation with the Afghan government. The challenge: to bring 1.5 million children back to school by March 2002. 6,000 metric tons of classroom materials were packed and delivered across the country, sometimes over inhospitable terrain. More than 60% of schools were already destroyed or damaged. UNICEF supplied over 8,000 classroom tents to replace them. Where schools could be repaired, UNICEF helped to install new doors, windows, and roofs, and provide water and sanitation services. Teacher orientation took place throughout the provinces to help thousands of teachers, especially women, strengthen their skills in time for the first day of school. All this was in place in 60 days. On March 23, 2002, schools across Afghanistan opened their doors to boys and girls alike. Enrollment was double the expectation, fueled by large-scale returns of refugees and the internally displaced. By the end of 2002, more than 3 million children were back in school, a third of them girls, and the numbers continue to rise. There is widespread belief that Afghanistan would not have suffered the years of turmoil if all the population had been better educated.
There
is only one way to choose: education. If terrorism, underdevelopment, and illiteracy are to be fought, the only way to fight them is through education. I would like the international donor agencies and organizations to help strengthen the education system here.
Education creates a framework for economic growth and lets new generations contribute to their country's development.
It is about nation building. It's one of the unifying forces in Afghanistan. That's a common ground on which everyone agrees. It's about employment for women. It's one of the largest employment programs that was undertaken just after the Taliban left. It employed about 75,000 teachers, people, Afghans.
Education also empowers. Girl students are taking control of their life and are on their way to becoming healthy mothers. Afghanistan's religious leaders are throwing their weight behind the idea of universal education. They see its benefits as a vehicle for progress.
There is no such thing in Islam as a different education for boys and girls. Knowledge should be accessible to both boys and for girls, men and women. Within the laws of Islam, both boys and girls should be fully educated to function within the society.
Education teaches tolerance. Today, 18 months after schools open their doors again to all children in Afghanistan, the desire for education is stronger than ever. Girls' enrollment has increased by 60% since then, and more than 4 million children were attending school by the summer of 2003. But this is only a start. There is a hunger for change, and education is widely seen as a foundation for a new beginning. The story of children in Afghanistan going back to school is far from over.